screaming like that. What are you doing here? Scavenging. Well, I can see that. You're not exactly doing a good job, or being subtle. Well, if you survived this long, then you should know you need to keep quiet. Zombies are incredibly sensitive to sound. Is anyone else here with you? You're by yourself. Oh, great, you're nomadic. Well, better than the last group that came here. Yeah, everyone says that. They're just gonna take what they need and move on, right? But they can never seem to do that without riling up the zombies. Besides, do you have any idea what time it is? You're really gonna try to scavenge and then sneak back out here in the dark? Yeah, well, you're not gonna find a place to sleep down here. Follow me. There's a hidden stairway back over here. The second floor's clear. Never mind that. If any zombie finds you, it'll cause a frenzy, and I don't need to deal with that. Follow me. I don't mind sharing resources. I've got some I can spare. I just don't need you blowing up my spot. Shh. What's wrong with you? What part of keep quiet don't you understand? Yeah, the second floor is clear, but they'll still be able to hear us. I've blocked off all the escalators to stop them from stumbling up here, but that won't mean much if they get in a frenzy and know that there's food up here. What? Of course I live here. All those barricades and warning signs, those were made by me. And yet that doesn't seem to stop people from coming in here. It's simple. It's a sturdy building with lots of resources. The zombies aren't a problem if you know what you're doing, and I do. And they keep the real threat away. Other people. You wouldn't believe how many people have tried to raid this place and take it over only to get eaten. They're idiots. They think they can just show up with a few guns and take over. It's never that simple. What does it matter if you can take down 10 zombies when there are a dozen more? It's this way. I've set up shop in the security office. We'll be safe there. Alright, you can spend the night here. In the morning I'll give you some supplies and get you out of here. I guess we can talk normally in here. Fine, just don't be too loud. What? What's so funny? What? Well, excuse me for sounding a bit hoarse. It's not like I ever need to talk, really. No, I live here by myself, and most people that come through, well, they don't last long enough for us to have a conversation. I'm sure I've only been here a couple years now, but it feels like forever. Since the incident. Yeah, I'm sure the mall was full at the time, post-Christmas sales and everything. And now those former shoppers are still wandering around on the first floor. Well, what about you? Where are you from? That's quite a ways from here. I don't suppose you've come across any good news in your travels. Of course not. I'm sure the government's still in ruins. And without the internet, it's pretty much impossible to get any news. But at least the power still works. Sort of. The mall's got a few solar panels up top. Of course, that's not enough to keep the whole place lit, but I was able to do a bit of finagling and get it to power the security office at least. It's not like I need very much electricity. Right, supplies. I've got a few things I can spare. Yeah, thank God this mall has a grocery store. It's mostly canned stuff and energy bars from there, but it's better than nothing. I'm not too worried about running out. I've got a garden on the rooftop as well. Yeah, it's pretty bland, but it's enough to live on. And if I ever need extra protein, pigeons are easy enough to hit. Of course not, I'm not going to waste bullets on that. But there's a sports store in here that's got bows and arrows, so... I'll admit, it took me a while to get good with them. But if you catch them while they're still, it's not that hard. Yeah, a mall like this really is the perfect place to hide out. A lot of people figure that. But they also think they're Rambo and come in guns blazing. And like I said, they get eaten. It has been a while since that last happened. I'm guessing all the idiots have died off by now. Isn't that sad, having a shorter shelf life than a zombie? Well, I keep holding out hope that they'll rot so much they can't move anymore, but that never really seems to happen. Yeah, I'm no expert on the disease. It's degenerative and regenerative, I think. Something to do with the brain, some cortex, I don't know. Even if I had paid attention to all the news reports, I doubt it would help me. Anyway, you look exhausted. Long day? Jesus, I'll never understand you nomadic types. What's the point in walking around all day? It's just gonna tire you out. I've set up a sleeping cot in the back. We can share it. Yeah, it's not necessarily big enough for two, but this is a safety precaution. Well, if you start making noise in your sleep, I'll be able to hear it first and quiet you down before the zombies hear it. A lot of people scream in their sleep these days. Just lie down and relax. It's good for sharing body heat as well. It gets a bit chilly in here at night. Shh. You can trust me. Forgive me. I might be a little lonely, but you'll be fine. I promise. Just go to sleep. Shh. Good night. I still got some tricks up my sleeve. A botched voice will not stop me.